Well, hello guys, it's Teresa here, and it is a Tuesday morning, and I'm back in the UK. And I thought I would get on here and record a solo podcast. I know it's been a while since I've done that, and this is mostly to keep you guys updated for the ones who follow me on YouTube and the audio version of my show. In case you missed it and are not following me on LinkedIn or Instagram, you might have seen that I was not doing a podcast last Sunday, not this past one, but the one before that. And that was because I decided to take on something that I've never done in my entire life that was extremely hard and challenging, and it was skiing. Skiing is not something that I ever did as a child. I did not grow up playing sports. I stopped doing any kind of a sport probably around 8th grade, and then in high school I did flag corps because my friends were doing it, and that taught me a little bit about learning, but I still had so many insecurities about playing sports, competing, and I masked those insecurities by saying I didn't have to do those things and being rebellious and drinking and staying out late and partying. But really what it was is that I was scared to compete, and I was scared to fail in front of others. So I didn't do a lot of those things, and every time in the military, I've been in nearly 27 years, and every time I had to do a competitive sport in the military and play against people, because they always love to do those things for esprit de corps, morale, I would always have like a sense of dread. My heart would start beating, and I would know that it was that opportunity that everybody would see that I could not do a sport and I sucked, and there was such a negative association with it. And so I decided, after all these years, with the opportunity of ski lessons and being in the beautiful French Alps, I mean, it was a little tempting because of those things, and being able to bring my husband as moral support, I would take this on. And it was an incredible experience. I had the most amazing instructor. I had 5 or 6 other people who were, I think it was 6, training with us, and everybody got challenged. The instructor knew how to teach people in a way that would challenge the people that were learning a little faster, and the people like myself that were learning a little slower. He stuck with us and made sure that we learned everything that we could. And it was really a turning point for me, to be honest with you. I had no idea that this was going to impact me the way that it did. But what it showed me was that all these years I had been telling myself a false story about achievement, about what I am capable of, and about how our brains process information and learn. And it really showed me that no matter what level you're at, there's always that way to move forward in what it is you're doing. And it's funny, it took me all these years to kind of get that, but sports has always been that thing that I saw everybody else doing, but just didn't feel like I was good enough to do. And to see myself go as far as I did over the course of that 6 days was really insightful. I learned about how to snowplow. I learned how to go parallel. I learned how to turn. And it was just this immensely beautiful backdrop. They're the highest mountains in all of Europe. And I just want to say that this is something that I think anybody can do. Maybe not everybody wants to learn to ski, but what it showed me is that there isn't anything that you can't learn how to do. It might take you a little longer than somebody else, but you can still get enjoyment out of it, and you can still challenge yourself and pick up a new skill and continue to do it until you get better at it. And there's something that's so fulfilling about doing that, because it really raises your confidence and makes you understand that you truly are unstoppable. And the only person, as I said in a few of my postings, that limit you in your own personal growth is you. It doesn't really matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter the negativity that might come your way, because negativity is a part of life and suffering is a part of life. And I think that it's when you put yourself in the most challenging positions that you grow and learn the most about life. So I encourage all of you to take on something in your life that you've been afraid to do and that has been holding you back. Because once you do it, it's like you've turned this corner and you can't really unsee the breakthrough that you had, because the way you look at the world is going to be different. And the way that I look at competitive sports and trying new things and learning in front of others is totally different. I mean, just 2 years ago, I couldn't even go on I don't even know what it's called, but that thing that you go down, like you're on it's on the cruise ship and you surf down it and you bodyboard down it, Flow Rider. And I couldn't even go down the Flow Rider in front of a bunch of little kids and families. And now I look back on that and I'm like, why did it even freaking matter? But it's because of my limiting beliefs and the insecurities and the ways in which those experiences would take me back to that scared little girl that thought that she couldn't do anything and thought everybody else was better than her and was afraid to even put myself out there. So put yourself out there. I'm telling you, it definitely works. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. And thank you so much for following my journey as I continue to create content that I hope will inspire people and resonate and give back and be of service. Because I do believe that that's really what our duty is once we've reached a certain point in our life and we have our proverbial shit together, we take what we've learned and we use that to help others and be an example that others can follow. So I hope you guys have an incredible day. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye now.